it didn't give me what I want. So in less than 3 minutes now, we are coming live. I want to see if this one is okay. This one too is trying to connect. Let me see. I'm at the backstage, so okay. The two is live now, so I think I'm satisfied with this. Today we are not going to have a problem with our streaming, because I think the load of yesterday was so much. I was trying to share it on Facebook. I was trying to share it 2 times on YouTube, so it's really having a lagging. Okay, so, and I don't want any lag at all in my video. I don't want any lag at all. I want to have a perfect video. That's why I'm redoing it, and I promise my viewers that my team that I will come out today to come and redo it. So that's why I'm in live here this afternoon again to come and do it. So today we have a good health. So please use a frame key of 4 seconds. Frame frame of 4 seconds. Let me see. No, frame key of 4 seconds. I cannot even use it for now. So that one is not possible. So voila, this is me. Good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are joining me from. Let me know in the comment section wherever that you are joining me from. Let me know in the comment section. I am here this afternoon again, and I want to see how my YouTube is doing as well. Yesterday we are live, and then yesterday evening, as you know, I was live with my group, and the network really fucked me up. And so they now said that video, they need it. So I need to redo it. That's why I said, okay, as I want to redo it, let me redo it live so that I can remove that one that doesn't have good internet very, very well. So I need to redo it. So that is why I am here again today for us that is ready to learn Codedelaroute, as they will say it, which is the French theory test. That is what I am doing on this page. So in case you are just seeing me for the first time, my name is Gani, and what I do is I try as much as possible to make a Codedelaroute easy for, that is the French driving theory part, easy for English speaker just like me. Okay, so that is what I am doing here this afternoon. So just join me as we are going, and we are going to do it step by step. Okay, so let me try. I don't know the internet. I'm trying to move a lot of things from the internet away. I don't want any lagging in my video. Okay, so I'm trying to off everything that is using internet. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's quickly jump into today's discussion. Today is day 5. It's supposed to be yesterday, because yesterday was not good. So that's why I want to change it to I said let me do it for us today. So just a brief introduction to what we are going to talk about today. Today we are going to talk about how we are going to take information as when we are driving, or when we want to do our Codedelaroute. How do we take information that will help us? And somebody was telling me that, can you do a frequent question normally asked? I will try and see if I can work on that, but I want to tell us that, just to tell us that we don't need any frequent question, okay, that they normally ask. All we need is just a principle to answer question, because most of the questions, they are related, and they will just be tweaking it, they will just be changing it. It's almost the same thing, it doesn't change, because the driving rules never change. They have never changed the steering, the gear, the bois de vitesse, the seat, the headrest. They didn't change. Nothing like that does not change. So that's why I'm saying that it doesn't change anything. Okay, it does not change anything. All we need is just to know the principle of how to answer the question, and that is what I am here to teach us today. So I said we are going to learn how to take information. We are going to learn the vehicle safety, and then the visual acuity, that is our eyes. What is the percentage of our eyes, the degree of our eyes. Then we are going to talk about loquacement, that is the crossing. If two vehicle wants to pass a single road, how are they going to pass? So we are going to talk about that, and also what are the necessary documents required to have in the vehicle. We are going to talk about that. The last thing that we are going to talk about today is going to be how to communicate with others. We normally do questions, so today I will not treat any questions. Today I will not talk about questions. It's on next week. I say next week, no, Thursday. We are going to start maybe like 20 questions for the life as well by Thursday. So just sit back, relax, and then if you want your popcorn, just have your popcorn and then sit down and let's enjoy today's lesson. Okay, so if you see me putting my earpiece, I want to know whether the volume is okay. Okay, because I want to know whether I am not lagging or anything. Okay, so let's get started. So today is day 5. So if you are just joining me for the first time, as I said, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Okay, turn on your notification bell is important. Okay, so just try to turn on the notification bell as well, so that anytime I'm live or I posted any video, you will be the first person to be notified. Okay, so let's continue. Now I said we are, so as you can see, this car is, I just put this card there that will help us to take information. Okay, so it's going to help us to take a decision, and just know that it is very important. This information taking is from the part of examination when we are driving. Part can either be elimination, that is eliminatoire, as they will say it in French. 1, 2, it can give you 1 point, it can give you 2 points, or it can even give you 3 points. Okay, this place is very, very important. So it is necessary when you are driving to take information very fast and look very, very far as you are driving. Don't just take information very close to you. Quickly take information from far as well. Okay, so then where do you look when you are driving? That's why I have these angles, all these angles there. This green angle, I want to begin to circle. Here we are learning. Okay, here is learning. We must learn. So we have all these green angles, okay. I'm trying to draw on them so that I can show us. Okay, it's very important. All these angles, green angles, what does it mean? It means as you are sitting down in your car, you can see very far. You can be able to take those information without turning your head. Okay, that is why the green angle is the same. We can see it as you are sitting down. Maybe from your mirror, from your inside mirror, you will see the back, and as your eyes can see the front. But the place that is difficult for you to see is where I put the anglomont. I'm bringing it out also. So where I put the anglomont, this area, I don't want to use this area that I circled, this area here, is the only place that is very vital for you to turn. Okay, if you are with this if you are on this you need to turn and see this. It's very important. They call it anglomont in French. It is called blind spot in English. Okay, and what does this? It help you to determine whether there is pedestrian that wants to pass, if you are going, or there is a car that wants to overtake you, or the car is about to overtake you. That is why the anglomont is very, very important. And also take note that with blind spot, it represents 80% on how you are going to pass your driving license. Anglomont, if you do not do it, check it, is eliminatoire. So that is all about anglomont. And I'm going to talk about this 120 degree that I have here. This 120 degree here, what does this 120 degree represent? Okay, this 180 degree represent the visibility at a stop. When you are at a stop, you can see more. You can see everything autour de vous, that is in French, autour de vous, around you. Okay, so the only thing is blind spot is impossible to see if you did not. It's like something behind your back. You know, you need to turn to see who is behind you. That is the meaning of simple angle, simple explanation of blind spot. So it helps you to know if there is a vehicle ahead of you that wants to overtake you. Okay, that is anglement. That is what it do. It does. So the placement, it helps you to keep a safety distance, that anglement, so that you'll be able that I don't need to overtake because there is a car that is want to overtake. So also know that when you park and you want to come down from your car, you have parked your car, you want to, it is advisable to use your right hand to open the door. Okay, because while using the right hand, it will force you to turn your head. Note that it will force you to turn your head so that you can be able to the anglement that we're talking about. It will force you that yes, you must check it out. The internet is still breaking, but today one is still more better than yesterday. I don't know why we are having the issue. Error. I think me today. I don't think today is not okay. I think going internet not supposed to do this video. This video I am going to whether with internet or without it. So let's continue. So it is important. Okay, it is the information collected by the driver that makes it possible to analyze the situation. It is the information that you are collecting and right that will help to analyze the situation. So I want to give you a clue that they know that an experienced driver perceives an information. He can take clue at 3 clue at a time. That is per seconds. He can take 3 clue. Maybe he can see pedestrian. He can see that there is red light. He can see all this at the same time. Three clue maximum. Because I've seen questions like this. That's why I purposely put it here. Okay, that's why I put it here. It can help immediately. So if the speed, and note that the more you speed, the less you see the environment. The more you speed, the lesser that you are going to see your environment. So it is very, very important. And a novice driver can only perceive 1 clue per second. If you are new, who is a novice driver? A novice driver is someone that is just got his license and just started driving. Before you can become an experienced driver, that is until you have drive for 3 good years. Okay, that is when you now become an experienced driver. Okay, so just take note of that. So we are now going to talk about the safety. Okay, let me clean this circle because I don't need it in this place. We're going to talk about the vehicle safety. What are the things that keep our vehicle safety? Number 1 is the belt. That is seat belt. Okay, the belt is normally supposed to put the seat belt. It's the seat belt that will help us. Okay, the seat belt will help us to keep us safe in the car. And then you should know that 1 seat belt is for 1 person. 1 seat, 1 person, 1 belt. It's just simple as like ABC like that. One belt for 1 person. Okay, 1 belt for 1 person. And then the vehicle must not have more than, since they said no, not more than, if they said it's 3 people that can sit at the back, you should put 3 people at your back. It's 1 seat for 1 person. Okay, it depends on how your vehicle is being manufactured. And also the driver is responsible for all passenger under 18. Note that all passenger under 18 is the driver that is responsible for them. And once you got caught, is 135 per person. Okay, so when no belt is cut to fine, not the loss of a point. You don't lose any point if you don't have a belt. Okay, not a loss of point, but you're going to pay. Anyone that is of age over 18 years old, you are responsible for your fine. If you do not use belt, you are going to pay for it. But if you did not use belt, you are going to pay for it. No paying for it. Okay, and the internet, I don't know, making my video be lagged. And I check how I get it, and see how the drop frame is very, very high. The internet is not my friend at all. So let me continue. I hope at the end the internet will be good for me, because I'm not using too much memory and things like that. So we continue. The second thing is airbags. In this airbag, one, there's two things that is important. It's either you activate it or you deactivate it. Airbag. So if it is going to be activated, that means you have a baby in your car. A baby, you put it in the front, so you have to deactivate that front airbag. That's why I put you to be able to show us what we're actually talking about. And the second thing is, when you want to activate it, means someone that is not a baby is sitting at the front. So you need to put it on, so that in case of incasity, in case of a shock, in case of maybe there is an accident, it can keep the passenger safety. So that's why we have the two there. Two things that it will do. When we are having a baby, we activate it. When there is no baby in the front, we have to activate it. Okay, so the next one is installation of children. Enfant in French is enfant. So the installation of children in the vehicle. So if you have less than 10 years old child, they must always sit at the back. That is the general rule. The only exemption to this is if all, maybe you have like 4 children that you are going out with, and all of them are less than 10 years old. That means one can sit at the back, because as we said, one seat, one bed, one person. Okay, so it means all of them, one can sit at the front. So and also, if the chair, maybe your vehicle is a vehicle that does not have back seat, which is the rear seat. Back seat is the same thing as the rear seat. Okay, then the child can sit at the front. Okay, so just take note of that. So if the baby is seated, I've explained this one, and then as I've said, and any child that is less than 10 years, there has a specific chair that they need to sit on. Why? Because of the seat belt. If the seat belt is not appropriately, it must be flat like this on the shoulder. It must not touch the neck. In case of shock, if it touch the neck, it can cause any injury or anything. Okay, that's why it is very important. Okay, so we should know that it's very, very important to have that. So we are going to talk about visual. Tell it visual acuity is talking about our eyes. Okay, the visual acuity represents the driver ability to see clearly from distance. So that is a vision. The measure of it is very, very important, because it allows us as a candidate to be, that is what they will tell you. Yes, you are fit to drive. You are fit to drive. Okay, so according to the highway rules, to be able to obtain permit B or permit A, permit B is for car, people that want to drive vehicle, and permit A is for motorcycle. That is what we call, motorcycle is permit A, permit B is for driving. Okay, so it is required to have at least 5/10 for the two houses, 5/10, 5/10 for this one. As you can see in this picture of a woman here, it's 5/10. But in case of incasity, your one eyes is 1/10. That means one eye has problem. The other one must be at least 5/10, because if the other one is not 5/10, that means you will not be allowed to drive. Okay, the two must be either 5/10, or one is 1/10 and the other one is 5/10. Anything less than the other one that is 5/10 is 4, 3, 2. You will not be allowed to drive. So that's what that one means. And we'll go to the next one. As we are talking about eyes now, we are going to talk about, in case you are using glasses, code 01, they'll put it. That's why I put that arrow. It must be written there. It shows that you have a correction or your vision protection. Okay, it's also always written at the back of our eyes. Okay, so we are now talking about visual field. This is jump visual. How far can you take information? As we have talked about information before, how far can you take information? So it depends on your visual, the one that we'll talk about, either you will drive or not. Okay, and I said at stop or at 30 km/h, you have 160, we have 120 degree. At stop or at 30 km/h, you have 120 degree. And just know that the more speed you run, the lesser that your jump vision, which is that you will see, the lesser that you will see. So at 80, you have 60 degree. Your vision will be reducing. At 100, you have 50 degree. Your vision, what you can see, the symbol that you can see, the way you will perceive information, it will begin to reduce little by little. Okay, and at 130 is 30 degrees. That is why at 130, if you someone that is driving at 130 hits someone, the rate of surviving that person is 0. The rate to survive, it is 0. I said it is 0. Okay, so just take note of that. It is 0. So we'll go to the croisement, low croisement, which is a crossing. How do you pass? When you're on a flat ground, how do you pass? When you're on the hill, how do you pass? So these are the tools that we are going to talk. We are going to talk about who has priority to go first, if it's on the flat ground or on the hill. Who has the priority to go first? So that's what we are talking about. So for example, if you are on the flat ground and the obstacle is in the direction of the south, is in your own the circulation, that means you have to give priority to the vehicle that is coming at the other circulation. That you want to borrow a road now. Somebody that wants to borrow road must not have priority. You are borrowing that road, so you have to allow the owner of the road to go first. Okay, you have to allow the owner of the lane to go first before. That's why I said car A will allow car B to go. So the next one on the flat is when the road there is no obstacle, but the road is not, you are not permitted to go at the same time. So who has the priority to go? The person that the car is not too long has priority to go. Why? Because it will go faster than the one that has the car is longer. Okay, it will go fast. So that means the car B will give priority to car A to go. So if you study it, you will really understand. It. Okay, you will really understand it. Okay, so just take note of that. I think my internet is more better now. I think I've received excellent now. So once I've received excellent, that means the internet is stable. I thank God that the internet is stable, because it's really disturbing. It's really disturbing, I'm telling you. So it's really disturbing. So if the internet is not stable, so so the internet is stable, so I'm happy now. So I continue with it. We have another one, but that in the case that you meet a bus, a bus or a tourist vehicle, you should know that bus and tourist vehicle has priority. In this situation, the longevity or the way they long doesn't matter. Their centimeter does not matter. Once it's a public bus or the bus that is carrying a tourist on the narrow road, they have priority to go first. Just take note of that. Okay, that's what you see in this picture here. So you have to give them way to go. You can see it in this picture. I was able to put it in this picture to be able to, for us to be able to understand. So we have talked all on the flat road. So take notes. It can happen, it can come out in the question. Just know this the principle. So we are not going to talk about the hill when we are on the hill now. So when you are on the hill, who has priority to go from this example now? If the car is identical, they are both small cars. Okay, they are both small cars. So who has priority to go? You should also always know that in this situation, someone is coming down and somebody is going up. And you should know that who has the easiest movement is the person that is going down, that has, because it's slopey, is free to go. And the someone that is climbing, you know, if you want to climb step now, there is difference. Someone that wants to climb step and someone that wants to come down from step. It's someone that is climbing that is in the difficulties. So that's why the vehicle A has to give way to vehicle B in this situation, because it's the one that wants to, that B is the one that is going up, A is the one coming down. Okay, so that is just it. But note, if the vehicle A is like a bus, and you are the B going up, is the bus that has priority. I've said that no matter what happened, the bus has priority everywhere, and the tourist vehicle. So you should know that. So the second one is if the car is a different sizes. So who has priority to go? You know, on the flat ground, we said the one that is long will give the shorter one to go. But in this situation, the longer one is the one that wants to climb. So the lighter has the right to give, it will give the priority to the one that is the bigger one. So the smaller one will give way to the bigger one because it's the one climbing. Just note that anyone climbing give way. Okay, anyone climbing gives way. So just note that. Okay, so we go to we are talking about mandatory, what did I say, mandatory documents to have. Okay, mandatory document to have in a car. What is those documents that you have? Number one is driver license. Driver license, it must be with you as you are driving. That's what give you right to drive. Okay, without driver license, they can consider someone as a criminal. And also note that if in case you lost your driver license or it was stolen, and you have to report at the nearest prefecture where they do it, or the police, and when you report at the police, then you have to request for another one at the prefecture where they give driver license, and they will give you receipt. That receipt only valid for 2 months. Just note that. The receipt valid for 2 months, and that 2 months of receipt is telling you that it's telling you that after that 2 months your card must be ready. Okay, your card must be ready. Okay, so we go to the next one, which is card degrees. That's what they call it, card degrees, which is the registration card, the card that you use to register your vehicle. It must be in your car. Okay, it is obtained by that remains that until it is, you have to have it until that vehicle is not in existence again. Okay, and this number is noted in the number of your driver license. It will be noted in your card degrees as well. Okay, and so all these papers, they are very, very important. Okay, and then if you do not have all these documents that we are talking about now in your vehicle, and then maybe you have been stopped by police and you have 5 days to go to the appropriate place. I said 5 days, don't forget to, sometimes it's come out from the question. You have 5 days to go to the appropriate place to go and show them that these are the documents required. Just 5 days. Okay, just 5 days. Okay, so that is the car grease that we are talking about. So the next one is the certificate of insurance, that your car is insured in case of accident, in case of anything. Your car must be, you must insured your car. Okay, you must insure this. They will give you attestation of the assurance, and when they give you attestation of the assurance, that is what that will lead to VNEC, this green thing that you are going to put in your car. Okay, so just know you are going to have this VNEC. Is one that will show that yes, you have it in your car. Okay, this vignette is the garage where they do the control techniques will give you this vignette also. Okay, so you paste it that your car is have the right to be on circulation. You have checked it. It does not represent a danger to anyone. It does not represent any danger to anyone and any other user, even to you as a driver as well. That does not represent anyone. So even if the absence of the sticker does not allow an agent to verbalize you, it is strongly recommended to have a visible in your car. Paste it in the windscreen. Let it be visible. Okay, let it be visible. If major failure is found, maybe you went for control test, okay, and then they found out that no, you have 2 months to go back and do another control technique on your your technical control. Sorry, okay, you have 2 months, okay, and in that vignette that they will give you, if it is it's okay, they will put S. But if there is you need to come back to do it, they will put out. That means you have under 2 months to go and do it. So it's very, very important to go there to do it. So there is last one document. That one is just like a conseil. It's not compulsory, it is not necessary, it's just like a conseil, just like an advice, okay, which is a constant amiable. That one is maybe you have an accident and it's just a minor accident or any part of accident and you want to fill a form. Most sometimes they have it in electronic as well. You can download it as well, just to prove that it is me that has the right to it. This one that eats me, just to show the insurance company what really happened, because they are not there and they cannot be there. So just to show them what really happened. That's why you need all this. So in case any of this is not available, it is a fine. You have to pay a fine. And the last thing to have in your car is the equipment, which is your yellow vest and your triangle. You need to have this in your car. And then this yellow vest is very important. Maybe something happened and you want to just quickly fix it, you want to come down from your car. Note that you need to wear it right in your car. Okay, you need to wear it right in your car before you come down. Okay, and then maybe you want to fix your tire, something happened, you need to put this triangle there, and this triangle, it must be at least 30 meters away from your car. They normally ask this question. It must be placed 30 meters away from your car. And take note, this triangle, when you're on the auto route, maybe you park at the emergency stripe lane, please do not use triangle. It is very dangerous to use this triangle. Don't use it. Please do not do so. Okay. And then any passenger that is in your car that want to come down, they should try as much as possible to cross. There is this barrier. Let them go to the barrier, because express is auto route, and highway is a place that is very, the speed limit is 130 kilometers. So that's why we don't need to use it. So we continue, and then we go to the next one, is how to communicate with others. Okay, this one is how to communicate with others. How are you going to communicate with other user on the road is very important. Okay, one thing, the first communication that we have, the first communication is our clignotant turning light, that green light that normally blink. If you want to turn to your right, you want to turn to your left, or you put on your hazard light also, that light is very important. That green light that will show you is an important signal in the car. And to activate this control is, if you want to change your direction, you must show it. If you want to change your direction, you must show it. Okay, and also it also help us to what I want to say is that this clignotant, if you do not use it, maybe you want to show you direction, I pray police is not at your back. Once police is at your back and saw that you change direction without showing this is a problem. Okay, it's a real problem. When you are not showing it, it's a real problem, and you are going to lose 3 points. So that's why it's important, because that is the only way someone from your back, a car that is at your back, can know what direction you want to go to. So it's very important. The next one is, in which situation can you use a flashy light? You know, a flashy light now, that light that is very sharp, just for you to call attention of a driver. Number one is in the situation you want to maneuver, okay, you want to change your direction, you want to make a movement from this person, from this picture that I is on this screen now. So when you want to perform a movement, you must indicate a change of direction. That means you must put on that your clignotant that I just showed us now, okay. It is very important. From this example, this vehicle here, let me circle it, this vehicle here, no, why did I change it? I don't want it to touch the other one, okay. This vehicle that I'm circling here, you want to make a U-turn. What is it going to do? Firstly, this vehicle want to make a U-turn. What is it going to do? Firstly, you will put on the clignotant of his left side, okay. You can see it. He will put on the clignotant of the left side because he wants to make a U-turn. The next thing, he will drive forward. And when you drive forward, before we start turning, he put on the second clignotant of his right hand. He's telling you that he's going this direction. Let me change it. This one that I'm drawing on. If you are on the vertical, you won't see what I'm drawing. So I will advise you can go and check it on the horizontal video, okay. So it's changing. He's telling you wants to see. That is the two. Then after you have make that U-turn finish, then you have to turn on. You have to turn on another clignotant to his right again. That will show that yes, I'm on the way to number 4. That is number 4. Then you can start going. Okay, that is all that is needed to in this this. Then it will now be here as I circled it. So I circled it one by one for yours to be able to. So as each time, what I'm trying to say, as each time you want to maneuver, it is important to indicate, to show the driver at your back. You have to, yes, means you are telling them I want to do something, so they will be able to know what you are trying to do. So the next time that you can use it is if you want to exit a parking space. You park your car. Let me clean this, sorry. As a teacher now, easy, no easy. Let me be saying your love. Give me love, give me like, give me your words, say thank you. Just say something in the comment section. Don't forget to share your pains and your struggles with me as well. Let me know that okay, there is something. Thank you for that comment. I really appreciate it. I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you, so that in case you just mention something, I can then be able to, if you have any question, put it in the comment section. Let's interact. I always want to interact with my community. Let me see, I'm more than 1,005 community, and then while I'm live, I will not see how you will not. I want to be seeing comment, even if after live. Let me be seeing the comment. Let me be seeing the comment coming through. Let me be seeing people, yes, that we are enjoying this. It's really giving us we are enjoying it. We are really enjoying what you are doing because you are trying. Let me see something. Ask your question. Put your question in the comment section. Let me be able to help you. Or tell me what type of video you want to see. Okay, this is the type of video I will want you to be doing next. Okay, put it in the comment section as well. It's helpful as well. Okay, just do that. Okay, so another thing is, I said, exiting from a parking space. You park your car, you want to go out, you need to indicate by putting on your clignotant. And the next one is, if you want to overtake, okay, you want to overtake a particular driver, what you need is to show your clignotant. You can see that this pink car, the gray at the back, want to overtake it. Firstly, he puts on the clignotant. First of all, he has control. Control is very important. First of all, control you around you. There's no vehicle that wants to overtake you. You are just going your own way. Okay, so and you can overtake. It shows it's free to overtake. That's when you can now put on your clignotant. Once you put on your clignotant, then you make a maneuver. You move. Once you have moved, then you enter. As you are entering, you have your clignotant until you finish entry. So okay, until you finish entry. So this is very, very important. Pay attention to it. That's why I put attention. It's very important. So go to the next one, the hazard light. I told you hazard light. There is a reason. There are some reasons why you need to use hazard light. They are very, very important. Okay, so So when to use an hazard light? One, you have to activate if on the queue, you are going on the queue, there is hold up and you are the last driver, then you put on the hazard light to tell the other driver at your back that there is a traffic jam or there is a sudden stop, okay, on the highway. Then you put it on. Once another car is at your back, you can remove it, okay. And the next one is to be activated if you have a car that is broken down, you want to repair it, or there is an accident and you're the first person to reach the place, or if maybe you have issue with your vehicle, you can put on your hazard lights as well. It's all this one is used to tell the driver at your back that yes, so and my car is having problem, there is accident on the road, or I want to park, or I have a problem. That is what is all this hazard lights all about. And the next one is if you are pulled over by an emergency or law enforcement, which is the police, or you need to put it on. You are parking on the road, you have to put it on just to signal anyone and then follow the whatever they tell you to do. It's very important. Or another situation is when you are changing your tire on the road, you put it on also, just to notify. It's just a way to notify that something is wrong with my car, just the way. Okay, so that is it. While waiting for if your car broke down and you're waiting for the towing vehicle that will help you to come and tow it, you have to put on this hazard light as well. Okay, so those are the ways that you need this hazard light. So the next one is flashing light. So it is possible to warn by making a flashing light, especially in the night, or you have a car in your front, they are coming on the opposite direction and they have their light on, which is making you not to see very well. You too, you can just flash them. By flashing them with your own light, flashing them means you are going to do your eye beam light. It's going to be flash like this, okay. It's telling you, are warning them that maybe they have something that they need to, or you want a driver to pass before you, okay. You are warning them, you are telling them you can go. So it's not only warning, it's also to let them know that you are giving them chance to go, or you are warning them of a particular danger at night, okay. Before the turn, you can use it as well, just to let the driver that is coming at that turn to know that there is problem and wants to turn, so that they can be able to understand that yes, a car is coming, because they cannot see their front, okay. So they need to slow down at a curve. That's why I have it at night. One order before turning at the intersection, or you curve route, okay. That is that. Another way also to communicate with others is using your audible warning device, which is called avertisseur sonore, which is this pampon that will pim 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 pim. So that is what it's for. And one thing you should know, that in agglomeration, which is in the city, agglomeration is a city, it is interdit to use it, okay. It is interdit to use it. When you use it anyhow that you don't supposed to use it, it's a fine of 35 euro, okay. And then what are the situations? That's why I put when can you use it. In the city, I said it is fully interdit to use it. You are not allowed to use it in the city, either by day or by night, okay. And the outside city, you cannot use it in the night, but you can use it in the day. In the night, because everywhere is calm, it's not necessary to start using on to be disturbing someone, okay. And then the only reason you can use this in the city or outside the city is when there is an immediate danger. Yes, you can now use it. That shows that. And then I think, so what are the three how to define an immediate danger, okay. One, maybe a pedestrian. How to define it? One, the user of the road, that is the car, motorcycle, the pedestrian, cyclist. You, as you are going, they are not looking at your side. Maybe they are pressing phone. If somebody is pressing phone, tell me, how do you you need to horn for them to be cautioned. Another one is the user that is near to you, okay. They are going to cross road and they are busy doing other things, okay. And also the user that wants to change direction, okay. Just want to change direction, did not put on a signal, and you are coming, you need to prevent, just let them to know, so that you will not hit them. Okay, by earning for them, you make them to come back to life. Maybe they are thinking something else, you know. Life can happen to anybody. So by earning at that, as at that time, you are trying to let them know that there is danger, because they need to earn their signal, their clignotant in France, clignotant. Okay, so for example, in this situation, we see that this, for examples like this guy back a bag was pressing telephone, and it does not have green, and you can see, as you can see, this light, it is me that has green to go, but under normal circumstances it does not have green, but he was going on the road pressing phone. Okay, pressing phone. What do you do? Hmm? He show his intention. He does not look at you. He's just going. What I will tell you in this situation is, you do not need to horn, because you are seeing that he's already on the pedestrian road. So you just let him go, not at every time that you will horn. The next example is this group of people. They are crossing. So in the event that they are already crossing, already engaging, you do not need to horn. Just leave them to go. It's okay. Do not need to horn. So in agglomeration, you do not need to show the abuse. You do not need to be pressing pen 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 pen. No. Once a pedestrian is there, let them go. Okay, and if to use the use of the horn with cyclists is not necessary when they have their own road. Okay, when they have their own road and you want to change your direction, like this driver, she wants to change direction, you don't need to, because they have their own. They have their own way, so you allow them to go. We give them priority to go. And I put this picture here for us to be able to know these different signs that the cyclist hand can give. Different sizes. When they are showing their right hand, it means they want to turn right. When it is left, it means they want to turn to the left. When it is stop, they will raise their hand like this. When they want to slow down, they will be winding their hand comes like this. Comme ça, I want to say comme ça, like in French. Okay, and then if they want you to give way, there's another way they will be doing it. Down. So just study this picture. Okay, after light, they will have to point with their finger towards down. Okay, so just study this picture. Is they might ask in the question as well. It's not common, but it's just to help. And then we have reached the last one, which is this full stop light is also help us to communicate with our this light is with other user on the road, and this light is to warn other user who is following me that yes, so I am slowing down. Oh, that's what this light do. I want to slow down. And when can you see this light? It is when you press the brake. The brake means it wants to slow down. Okay, that is when you see this light. So with that, I think that brings us to the end of this day 5 that we have on. So if you have any questions, so let me go and check whether I have some questions that I can answer for us before we continue. So before I go, okay. Okay, so no, this network have excellent, but nothing view. That's good. So I'm just checking the analytic of my video. One is still there. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any question, don't forget to put it in the comment section for me to know. Okay, just put it in the comment section. Network. So with that, I will say thank you so much for joining me, and then I will see you in my next video. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to comment. Kindly hit this button. They are very important to us. Okay, kindly hit it, and then thank you so much for joining me live and direct from the comfort of my home where I'm doing. I just come back from work. So thank you, and I see you on Thursday again. Okay, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, all in the description. I'm still going to put it up here. Thank you. Bye.